Public Investments Committee wants companies that benefited from the KEMSA scandal surcharged. In its report on the shady procurement of PPE kits at the advent of COVID-19 in the country, the National Assembly's committee has recommended an audit of all suppliers, compelling them to refund government. And as Samogina reports, the refund to government should be done within a month after the audit.
Companies that supplied KEMSA with PPE kits at inflated prices may be compelled to refund proceeds from the KEMSA scandal. After several months of inquest into the scandal that rocked the Medical Supplies Agency, the National Assembly's Public Investment Committee has recommended for the surcharging of such companies. In its report, PIC wants an audit of the payments done by KEMSA. The committee has recommended the Auditor General's Office, the Attorney General's Office, Public Procurement Regulatory Authority, Treasury and the Ministry of Health to scrutinize the entire procurement process of PPE kits between March and July of 2020. The scrutiny is to analyze the amounts paid by KEMSA to all suppliers who supplied it with KN95 masks, face masks and surgical masks. Suppliers found to have overstated their prices are to be compelled to refund the excess payment to government within a month after the audit. KEMSA's acquisition of PPE kits at overpriced rates led to dead stock at its warehouses that cost the country loss of billions of taxpayers' money. Cabinet on the 27th of July 2021 directed the disposal of the PPE kits lying at KEMSA warehouse. This occasioned a loss of 1.9 billion shillings. The report has raised a red flag on the transfer of the then KEMSA board chairman Kembi Gitura to chair the board of the Communications Authority. The report noted that it was curious that most of KEMSA officials were still in office as the probe were underway. But further, the then chairman of the board, Kembi Gitura, was moved to chair another state corporation. The PIC report tasked the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission to investigate Kembi Gitura alongside Joel Gesukonsare, who sat at the KEMSA board, on the award of commitment letters to Wallabies Ventures Limited, Villa Surgical Supplies and Equipment Limited. The report recommending that the duo be charged for violating the Public Officers and Ethics Act. Likewise, the PIC report has recommended the EACC to investigate top KEMSA management on how it processed payments to some suppliers. Ironically, companies that followed due procedure were never paid, as the rest received their payments. The report indicates that companies such as Harleys Limited and Nairobi Enterprises Limited that insisted on following the procurement law were left out in the payments. President Uhuru Kenyatta in August of 2020 directed relevant investigative bodies to expedite the probe on KEMSA scandal and complete it within 21 days. The president then directed for the arrest and prosecution of all suspects who may have profiteered from the irregular supply of COVID-19 protective equipment.
That all persons found to be prima facie culpable as a result of those ongoing investigations should be brought to book, notwithstanding their public office or their political, and for that matter, their social status.
A preliminary probe by EACC revealed that KEMSA officials flouted procurement procedures through direct sourcing, as companies with less than 6 months in operation received tenders without credible financial records being presented. Nothing has been heard of the case since the Director of Public Prosecutions recommended further probe to the first files presented by EACC. Samogina, Citizen TV, Nairobi.